Hello guys, what is up? BeckBroJack here, back for another Minecraft video, and today I'm going to be showcasing the roller coaster mod. I hope you all enjoy. So guys, before we get into this mod showcase today, I just want to say, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go pound that like button. Let's aim for 200 likes for the roller coaster mod. Honestly, this is a really neat work in progress mod that it still needs a little bit of work, I'm gonna be honest, but it's just a really neat idea. You're gonna have roller coasters in your Minecraft world, and they're mostly functional. I'm not gonna lie, some of them, like the loop-de-loop and the barrel roll, sometimes don't work. So yeah, well, I'll show you guys in a little bit. But yeah, make sure to go pound the like button if you want to support me in this video, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. But anyway, guys, let's get into today's mod showcase. So yeah, anyway, we have Franklin here. We also have Pat. Pat is just going to be chilling here, you know, watching over the roller coaster. And we have Franklin here, who is taking question of the day. So let's see what he has to ask you guys. Make sure to go answer this question down in the comment section below. So he wants to know, have you ever been on a roller coaster? And if so, which one was your favorite? So yes, I've been on a roller coaster before, Franklin, and my favorite one was probably King Dakar at Six Flags Great Adventure. So yeah, that was probably my favorite one. It goes like 0 to a lot of miles per hour. I'm not sure exactly how, maybe like 70 miles per hour within like 3 seconds, and it goes up and then it goes straight down, and it's crazy. I've been on it like once or twice, and it is just super exhilarating. It's not as crazy as my roller coaster, obviously, because you know this thing's pretty dang crazy. But yeah, without further ado, let me show you guys how this mod works. So first things first, we have a bunch of decoration type of blocks, but when we walk through here, you'll notice that there's some nice fences on the side, and there's also a sandstone path, which is something new. And then we come up here and we have our nice little track. Now sadly, this track is not very functional. I'll show you guys what happens when I try and put something on this track. See, it goes up nice and normal, but as soon as it gets to this special type of, I think it's a Heartline roll or a barrel roll or something like that, it just totally malfunctions and it stops. Same thing with the loop roll, or whatever the thing, the loop-de-loop, loop track, whatever the heck you guys call it. It stops there, and then it'll go through the rest of it. But sadly, it just doesn't work on those two types of tracks. But I still want to include them. This would be like my dream roller coaster if I could make it and it would work flawlessly. But this is kind of my backup one. This one does actually work. I'll just show you guys a quick demo to show you guys that this mod actually does work. I have some speed boosters right there, and I also have some nice ramp right there, and it'll slow down with these tracks at the bottom. So yeah, let's just stop this thing before it starts lagging on my game. Here we go. Bam. All right, we just have to destroy it. So before we get into everything, let me show you guys the different types of tracks. So right here we have our regular track. You'll see that I have everything kind of color coded on this one. So right here we have our regular track. They also start out in white. So a cool way to color them is if you go into your inventory, your creative inventory. Mainly you're going to use this in creative mode. I can't really see anyone doing this in survival, but if you do want to use it in survival, you're going to craft yourself a paint bucket, and then you're going to craft yourself a paintbrush. And then from that, you're going to craft yourself the paint bucket that you crafted in the first place, and the paintbrush, and then bam, you'll get the paintbrush of your color choice. And then you can just paint everything in. All you gotta do is just right click the track that you want to paint in, or the decoration, and bam, you can paint them. So yeah, anyway, that is the normal track. Now you'll notice here I have some special types of tracks. I'll get to them in a minute. We also have over here a curved track. So if you'll notice over here, this one actually curves. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Right over here, we have a slope up track. Now this is actually how you get your roller coaster to go up in the air, and then you'll just stack these upon each other. And then once you have that one down, you're going to get yourself a sloped track, which is how you keep on going up and up and up. Now keep in mind, it is a little bit difficult to place it all together. I'll just show you guys a quick example here. So say that I wanted to get these guys connecting. So it's you're going to have to kind of place it on top of one another. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to get the hang of because the blocks aren't really right. As you can see, here's the hitbox, and that's actually the roller coaster. So it's not all perfectly lined up. That's why it is work in progress. So yeah, anyway, once we come up here, we just have some more slope up blocks. And then at the very top right here, let's see if I can find where the block is. We have the slope down track, which is how you level it out if you're going on an incline. Bam, it'll just level it out at the top. So yep, that's the slope up track, and here we just have another curved one, a regular track, and then this is a Heartline track. Now let's see if I can find where the actual placement is. Here we go, Heartline roll track. Now this thing doesn't really work too well, sadly. It is still work in progress, so hopefully in the future it'll start working. But yeah, it's pretty much just like a barrel. You go up and over and through, just like in like the modern day roller coasters that you see like on the boardwalk or at any type of amusement park. And then going on, we just have some regular tracks right here, some nice slope up ones, and then some regular tracks, and then now we have ourselves a looped track. Now this thing does not work either, sadly, just like the special tracks don't work yet, sadly, but they should be working in some future versions of the mod. This one, just a simple loop-de-loop. I wish it would be bigger though, because honestly, it looks kind of tiny when compared to how big this roller coaster is. You know, it's just a little bit too tiny for my liking. But yeah, anyway, we just go back down, and it's pretty simple about how the rest of it works. Now let me show you guys some of the other blocks that I used in this. Here we have our wooden supports and also our steel supports. So let me show you guys. I'm not sure if there's a crafting recipe. Let's go check it out. There's 3 different tabs in the creative menu. So here we have wooden supports and steel supports. Steel supports, there is a crafting recipe. You can get 4 of them for 3 iron ingots. And once you do get steel supports, you also want to get a support footer, and you can craft this with light gray stained clay. And that will give you 6 of them. So that is the bottom portion. Now keep in mind, do not, under any circumstance, try and color these in with a paintbrush. I've had issues with this, and it also crashes your game. So you just keep that in mind. That's why it's a neat idea just to kind of have the nice white one on the bottom, because you can't really change it. It comes in a standard white, and if you're trying to paint it, it'll crash your game. So you can just do a nice little pattern like I have here with the white and black. And then the other type of support was the wooden support, which does not have a crafting recipe yet. But I think that it looks really, really nice together. You can use one or the other, or you can use both of them. It doesn't really matter, but just make sure that you have some type of support. Personally, I like the steel supports better because they actually will connect to the track, unlike the wooden supports, which kind of just hover there if you look really, really closely. Moving on, I'm going to show you guys the different types of tracks right here. So we have some special kinds. If I look in the creative inventory, you'll notice that we have the friction brakes, the chain, the friction wheels, the station, and the pneumatic launch mechanism. So right here we have the friction wheels, which will supposedly slow down your cart. I haven't really noticed that this actually works, but you know, nonetheless, your cart should slow down when it gets to this. Here is actually your station track right here, and this is where you can place down your minecart. Now you can't place it down anywhere else on the track. You can only place it down where the station blocks are. Now also, I would just want to say this is not a minecart, it's a roller coaster train. So this is 5 iron ingots and a track right there. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to craft tracks in just a minute. From there, you'll notice that I have these pneumatic launcher tracks going all the way over here. These just speed up the track, and then I should probably have some chains right here. I haven't really noticed if chains do anything, but in real life, chains would be able to pull the minecart or the roller coaster all the way up the hill, the incline, and then it would be able to keep on going. You would also have chains right here, but I haven't really noticed that they have any sort of function, so I just kind of left them out. Let's move on to how to actually craft your tracks. So let's just get away from this. We're going to just get rid of all of this stuff because that track is kind of malfunctional. It doesn't really work too well. Also here, before we move on, I just want to show you guys that there are some decoration blocks. We have a picket fence. We also have some queue fencing, a queue gate like I showed in the beginning, which doesn't really work too well. And you can find these in your roller coaster decorations. Now there's a few decorations that you can have. There's an asphalt path. Each of these has their own crafting recipe, by the way. You have an asphalt, a dusty path, a parchment path, a leafy path, a oak wood path, and a whole bunch of other ones that look really, really nice. I'm going to leave them up to you guys to see what they actually look like. You also have iron railings, which are pretty much just iron bars, and then a whole bunch of queue type of fencing if you want to create some sort of line system. So anyway, moving on, if we go over here, we have 3 certain blocks that you're going to probably want to make. Some of them are work in progress, like the track designer. Other of them is the track fabricator and the track storage, which are going to be essential for making tracks and storing them. So I'm going to show you guys how to craft the track fabricator right here. It's pretty much just 6 iron ingots, a redstone, a furnace, and a lava bucket. And then to craft the track storage, you're going to need an iron ingot surrounding a piece of track. So anyway, let's get into how to actually make the tracks. So you're going to need a bunch of iron to do this. Let's see, is there an iron ingot anywhere? There we are. So let's grab 64 of these and I'll show you guys how it's done. So here's a regular track, and if you hover over it, it'll show you how many iron ingots it'll actually take to get the track. So let's just say I put 3 iron ingots in here, and then I hit craft. Bam, I will get 1 track. And I can also up the ante right here. Say I wanted 4 tracks, then I would have to put in 12 iron ingots, and I'll show you that right here. So we can go that, and we can also use these arrows to switch the kind of track that we would like to build. So yeah, that is how you get tracks in the game. And also, here's how you store it. Say I wanted to only store tracks for some strange reason. I can't put any other blocks in here like iron. I can only put stuff from this mod like the tracks. So the last thing over here, the last type of block, is a designer block, which is work in progress. It's kind of weird. When you right click on it, it brings you into this third person type of view. We can use page up and page down to kind of like pan around. You can use Q and E to rotate. So this is coming up in the next version. Right now we're in version 1.4. Coming up in 1.5 is the actual track designer, and you could shift and W to rotate up and down, so you can kind of just pan all the way around. And the neat thing is that you'll be able to place tracks down. So right now when you click it, for some reason it just places down asphalt. I don't know why. And also when we hit place up here in the top left, nothing actually happens. So yeah, whenever you click, it'll just place down asphalt for no apparent reason. So yeah, that's why it's still work in progress. He still needs to finish that feature. So yeah, we're just gonna have a whole bunch of asphalt over here right now. But anyway, I just want to show you guys this working roller coaster real fast before we do end off this video. There's also some new functions in this roller coaster. We're gonna hop on the second time around, and then I'm gonna show you guys all the different blocks that I used in this. So let's just hop in. This one has a nice design. I have a little bit of brown track right here and a little bit of cyan track around the edges. So you'll also notice that this basic simple track doesn't even work that well. You'll see that whenever I'm going up a ramp, I'm like off the side of it for some strange reason. Like look at that, I'm off the side of it right there, and it's just really weird how this whole entire mod works. But I thought it was pretty dang neat that you're able to ride in your own roller coaster. It still works, it's functional, so I thought that it was definitely worth showing you guys. So let's just destroy this. There's a couple more blocks I want to show you guys. Here we just have the pneumatic boosters. Here I actually utilize the chains. I don't notice any difference with or without them, but I think that they definitely look kind of neat. So all the way around I have these pneumatic boosters so that I keep going fast. Some more chains up here, and then at the bottom over here I have the friction wheels and also the friction track. I'm not even sure if they slow it down. Let's actually test that out. Let's place it down on the station and let's see if these will actually slow it down. So it's going fast because of the pneumatic boosters. And as soon as it gets down here, I guess it does slow down. I mean, it's really hard to tell because I have the boosters all the way around. So yeah, I mean, there's really no certain way to tell. But nonetheless, we do have a working roller coaster here that you can build. And it's also neat, like if you want something big like this, it's neat as a design type of build where you can show it off to your friends, or you can have it in a vanilla Minecraft build or something like that, or in like a city or an amusement park, whatever the heck you're trying to build. It's definitely pretty dang neat. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry if my voice was a little bit weird or there was a lot of cuts in this video. I've been coughing all night, sadly. But yeah, without further ado, make sure to go answer Franklin's question of the day down in the comment section below. Whatever your favorite roller coaster was, leave it in the comment section. Also, make sure to go pound that like button if you did enjoy today's video. But that's really it, guys. My name is BeckBroJack, and I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.